Hello, poets. We are working on poetry this week. As you know, I'm sure some of you have moaned and groaned as I probably would typically do over poetry. However, I wanted to give you kind of a fun way to do it today and get you ready for that poetry slam and hopefully able to win that gift card and prizes. Make sure you look and watch Mrs. Thacker's recording and see how you can do that. So we're here on Schoology. It looks the same in every class. You're going to go to Wednesday, April 22nd, and click on that. And I have given you some instructions to make your own poem, but I wanted to make sure that I took you through how to do that. So we're going to click on this link, and you are going to be given the this site. And what you're going to do is if you click here, select, you can go through um, different symbols, and you need to choose a symbol that goes with your poem that you are reading. So I decided we're just going to do Love That Dog. And so that is the picture that we are, or the shape. And what I've done is gone into my online reading book and I have highlighted words that I thought were important, words from the poem that really um, kind of really understood. And so then I have gone through, and I'll show you to do that. Oh, so I have already copied, and now I'm going to paste the words from the poem. And how we do that is go into your reading book, and I'm going to select this I can't write a poem, right? Because I think some of us, all of us maybe, are feeling that. So I'm going to go to copy. Then I'm going to go back to my site. If you notice some of them have quotations around it, if it is a phrase with more than one word, you need to put a quotation around it. So I'm going to put my quotation there, and then I'm going to put paste, and then I'm going to put my quotation after it. So that will be a series of one word. Dog, yellow, blue are just one word, so I separate those with a space. Okay. So again, we have a couple different, the more words you have, the better your image is going to look. So then you're going to press now, and it is going to come up with a pretty amazing paw print. Might take a few seconds. If you don't have add vertical words, it's only going to give you horizontal words. So if you look, all of the words or phrases are in that shape. So you need to pick your poem, words from your poem, words from your book. It could be several different words, but things that you thought were important, things that you related to. So in order to show me that, you're going to download this image, and it's going to come up and it's going to say show in folder, and it will have number 2 here because I've been playing. I wanted to make sure I could do it before I um, did one for you. So that's in your download folder. So now you're going to just open up Gmail, and you're going to go to inbox and compose. So you're going to put K Namen at your Namen Smoke K Namen, and then you're going to put your name. So I would put Chris and Love That Dog because that's the poem that I went with. And then you're going to come down here to the paperclip where it says attach file. And you're going to select downloads over here because that's where we have it. And then go to search. You could go through and search it, but if you put just as if you're spelling word, click on that and open. It will bring that down here. So again, you have Nauman's Nook, that's me, knauman@westo.org. I have my first name, that way I know who you are for sure, and what the book is. You could read any of the three. And then down here I have, it's not a JPEG, but a PNG. And so I'm going to push send. And what that looks like when I receive yours, I will be able to click on it and see what you did and know what poem it is. Okay. The fun thing, if we go back to it, if I go through and I delete, your words are not saved in here. It's just there's no memory, there's no saving. So if you have all of your words typed here and you leave the site and go back, it doesn't save. What I thought was kind of interesting, and it depends on what pictures you have in your book or in your Chromebook, but there are only so many selected pictures. The second one that I want you to do is make one of yourself. So you can select image, and that's going to take you to different pictures. So I selected just my the picture I have on Facebook on, and if I select this one, again, I can go in and write different words that, and again, if it's more than one, if it's a phrase, you need quotations. Um, um, and I'll do, and what you're really doing as you're filling out the words on the side, you're thinking about poetry, you're thinking in the way of a poet in a free verse poem. So, and again, you could list, if you have 10 or 12, the more you have. Again, add vertical words means that it's going to have vertical words going up and down. If you unselect that, then you're only going to have horizontal words. So I'm going to download. Oh, that's not right. I'm going to press now. And I thought this was just going to be a fun way for you to think about yourselves and poetry. Mrs. Acker shared with her about thoughts and feelings and emotions. Um, so as you see, any of the dark space that was over here, it's now words in all different ways. So again, I would download this image, and it's going to show up in folder. So show in folder. Make sure I have it there, and it will say different because this is the fourth one that I've done. Yours won't have that many. And so then I'm going to go to Gmail. And close that and compose. Again, I'm going to put Nauman's Nook. I'm going to put my first name, and then I'm going to say about myself. Then I'm going to go to my paperclip, and I'm going to make sure I have downloads. I'm going to search up here. Again, if you just start to spell the word word, it'll bring up and you'll click on that. Open. Make sure that you give it time to run. And then you may push send. in my inbox, there I have, and I can open up and see what you've sent and see how you uh, have described yourself, what you're going through. If you want to go back and you can kind of play with different images and you can kind of do thing, don't tell anyone, but this would make a really cool Mother's Day, Father's Day, just kind of a pick you up quarantine gift. So you might keep that in mind. Shh. But if you want to play with it, that's great. If you are doing that at home and want to print it off, you would go to download image and then you would go to print it off from there. You can copy and paste it into docs, however you want to do that. But again, it's just kind of a fun way to think about poetry and to think about getting our minds into the way that poets think before we enter to win that gift card and those prizes. All right. Miss seeing you. I can't wait to hear about your poems that you're reading. Can't wait to hear about or read about yourselves. And I might see one at Zoom Friday. We'll have to kind of play that by ear. Take care. Bye bye.